when that's happening? Oh, it's gonna happen
Looks
right
like
now.
we
Seymour.
have the interview now. Welcome, Staehr.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations
you.
on that win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
It was
I will say, just to start things off for you, going into today, you guys have definitely you changed something up. You bring in Alpha. How is it bringing Alpha into the roster on such short notice?
I mean, it wasn't really a problem. I feel like because he's like very free calling IGL. He can do like he calls what he wants when he wants. Like he don't really need structure. I feel like. And he's very confident in what he does. Like even today, just joined TeamSpeak. He said like I watched the demos, I know what they do kinda, and then he kinda had a plan for how he should play, right? So like it was pretty easy. Not so much to say.
You love
So is this is that an official change? Like I know Zcos was playing the last like week or so. Is Alpha now joining the squad full time?
There's no decision about who we're gonna pick. It's just like playing with stand-ins right now. Like giving people a chance to see what they can do and stuff like this. We probably do more stand-ins. So like no, not at all. But I mean he did good today. Let's say it like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now coming off of that loss, the first loss that you had against Webster's, now with a win here, you're elevated back to 1-1. How do you guys feel like on what's next for your team at where to patch things up to hopefully extend this success into your next match?
I mean, how to do it? I mean, I think we did pretty good today. I would say, like the maps seem closer than they were. I feel like this overpass we basically had it, but then we kind of started like when we're this much in front, you start to be like overconfident, and we just like on the CT side we just did moves every round kinda, and they punished us on this. But when we actually just said like guys, they don't do anything, and we just wait, then we just closed the map like instantly when we actually talked about stuff, right? So I feel like it was pretty good today, even though the maps were closer than they should be. Also on Vertigo, everything was like 15-7, and we gave them like 5 rounds in a row. I don't even know. It's just like closing the maps and not like doing too much move to end the game and styling them. That's our problem right now, but this will be fixed for the next game for sure.
Awesome.
So in that, obviously, you mentioned a loose calling style, right? And I assume that's based on the fact that obviously y'all haven't been able to like solidify like an IGL. And I know that your coach Barry has been having a lot of input. At least that's what I understand. Is part of the difficulty in closing some of these maps not having one person who's having that main role, that main speaking part? Is that part of the difficulty? Do you think?
No, not really, to be honest. I mean, Alpha is kind of the real IGL, like the main role, I should say. Like he's like not scared of taking control and stuff like this. It was more like individual players doing mistakes. Like as I said, just doing moves every round, trying to go for a kill while it's really not needed. Like at least the way they played, right? It's of course not like that in every match, but in this match, as you saw in the end, if we just waited for them, it was pretty easy to shut them down. So it's just individual mistakes that like made it closer.
Gotcha. And I noticed we don't get to see who calls what timeout, but based on the timings, I think you guys were using your timeouts very efficiently. Like you were calling most of them. Is that correct? That y'all were calling a lot of timeouts?
A couple, yeah. Not all of them, but a couple of them, yeah.
So in those timeouts, like what's the goal for timings there? Like what are you trying to do, and what's the input of Barry, the coach, whenever you are in those timeout periods?
I mean, we called the timeouts when you could see an overpass. It was like we were struggling a little bit. We realized everyone that that we gave them injuries and it was like kind of a waste. And we were like, let's take a timeout, talk about this. Then Barry came with his input, like how he thinks we can fix this and not do these mistakes. I think mostly the timeout is for Barry to talk and like tell us what he thinks, and then we kind of adapt to this, right? Which is a big part of how we play as well. Like he tells us what he thinks, and then we adapt to that.
Gotcha. Well, Staehr, thanks so much for coming on and talking to us, giving us all that input. Congrats on the win, and good luck with the rest of the tournament here, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, amazing to have